In today's video, I am going to uh, teach you a story from your book, and the name of the story is The Midnight Visitor. Actually, this is a detective story, or you can call it fiction or whatever, detective fiction. This story is based on the life of a spy. The name of the spy is Ossip, and the writer Fowler has come to know a lot about the writer. So he decided to know about the life of the spy Ossibel. Understood? So he paid a visit to Ossibel. Understood? Where does Ossibel live? Ossibel occupies a room which is on the 6th floor of a French hotel. Understood? And Ossibel is a nice fellow, but he doesn't look. Understood? His look doesn't fit the description of a spy, because Ossibel was fat man and he was slender also, and he was not the type like that of James Bond. Understood? Feluda described by Satyajit Ray. He was totally different. He was a normal human being, and what the writer came to know about a spy was a spy must be sitting, understood, or standing or moving here and there with beautiful girls, and he will be always worried, and he will always be drinking, understood, wine, understood. These are the things that he come to know when it comes to the life of a spy. But Ossibel was totally, completely opposite of what a spy was like. This man is from Boston. Ossibel is from Boston, and he still has American accent. He has not freed himself from his American accent, though he knows a little German and French also. He can just speak with the French and German people. He doesn't have any problem dealing with people of those two countries. Understood? So, when our writer Fowler paid a visit to Ossibel, Ossibel decided to take him to his hotel room. And when he was going with him, then Ossibel said to him, "Whatever you have come to know about a spy is missing. They do not, get seen, or you do not see them. All the things you have kept or stored in your mind is missing in the character of Mr. Ossibel. So, and at the same time, you are somewhat romantic. A writer must be romantic. What you fantasized about a character like a spy is totally absent when you saw me, and you, I think, are surprised more or less. Anyway, let's go to my hotel room. They were going, and he was telling everything about it. But when he was about to enter into the room on the 6th floor of the French hotel, and there was also some, there was musty smell, as because the floor was quite musty, and it was a whole hotel also, and there was dim light. It was not nicely lit. And then, as soon as they reached the door, before they entered into the room, he said, "Today someone is going to come to meet me with information that is vital, very important information." And they are going towards the door. He had not yet entered. And this is Ossibel, fat man, and this is Fowler. Fowler is a writer, and he is coming to the hotel room. Hotel room means the room of the French hotel. Understood? And they are going to the 6th floor. Understood? And the flat of Mr. Ossibel is on the 6th floor. So before he entered the his room, Ossibel told Fowler that today I am going to get some information which will change. Understood? Which will be responsible for change in the world. It will be very vital information. Actually, he is, dealing in danger, and a spy. If you study the life of a spy, they always deal in danger, and situations like that. Their life is full of danger, and they always face trouble. So this man, Oswald, was about to enter. The moment he pushed the door open, unlocked the door, both of them saw someone standing in the middle of the room with a gun in his hand, and he pointed the gun at two of them. Understood? The name of this person is Max. Max is another spy. Oswald is the spy and is the this spy belongs to another person. Then Oswald said to Max, Max, what are you doing in my room? Oswald, hello. As soon as Oswald saw Max pointing the gun at him, he said, Max, you were to be in Germany now. You were supposed to be in Germany by now. But what are you doing in my room? Who has told you to come in my room? And you are pointing the gun at me. What is the reason behind it? Then Max said, today a vital information is to reach you. Understood? I want that information. I want that confidential information you are supposed to get. Understood? Please share that information with me. Because all these spies all over the world are running after informations. Some confidential thing, some vital information, and they always search for these informations. Understood? So Oswald was cool. He was what? He remained composed and calm. Composed and calm means, it seemed as if the situation created by a man with a gun in his hand pointing at them could not make him nervous. He was as normal as he was when he was talking to Fowler outside, and when they were outside the hotel room, he is as normal. He has remained as composed, as calm as he was with the writer Fowler. He doesn't take it as a problem. Then Fowler's idea about the life of thief changed. Then he understood, character varies, the personalities varies from person to person. Understood? James Bond was a type of spy, and Fowler is a type of spy. And the thing started unfolding before him. The first thing, he maintained his composure and his calmness. He was surprised, and he did not know what to do. Who? Fowler was nervous, but he was not nervous at all. Clear? Then you see his presence of mind. Presence of mind. You look at his presence of mind. What he did, do you know? This fellow, Oswald, he is befooling Max. Max was junior to him, new to the field, new to the profession, and he did not give importance to Max as a spy. So, to befool Max, he said, Max, how did you enter my room? How did you enter my room? Tell me. Max said, I used a pass key. Pass key? Master key. I found it very difficult to enter your room, but somehow or other I managed to enter. Then Max is cooking up a story. He said, his presence of, look at how clever his wit, how clever and witty he was. And what is he saying? Oswald, do you know? Oswald is saying, now he started cooking up a story. He said, this is the second time when somebody has entered my room. Even last time also a person entered into this room through the balcony. And this room, he is giving a description of a balcony that exists, understood, that is attached to his room. When there was actually no balcony. There was no balcony. there was no existence of a balcony. But he is cooking up the story. There is a balcony, and this balcony, this my room used to be part of a bigger room. But now the hotel authority, the hotel management has carved a outer room out of that big room, and this balcony is a part of that room. Understood? Of that bigger room of that hotel. So, my goodness, and maybe you have used this balcony to enter into my room. You don't. He is not saying that you have used pass key or master key. You entered into my room using that balcony. But he is describing the window, which doesn't have a balcony, as a part of what? Another bigger room. Clear? And earlier his room was a part of that room, which was bigger than this room. And his window, which is being used by him, or the balcony the window that he is using is not it doesn't have a balcony, but he described it as having a balcony. You get it? So what he did after, when he was describing this, he is saying, my God, you have entered into my room, I am very angry with you, this is what I cannot accept. Then he said, actually these words, what? The information, his requirement from information might have frightened Ausable, but Ausable took it without any tension. He didn't feel nervous, and he maintained his composure and calmness, and then it actually didn't make him nervous. So when he has succeeded in keeping himself cool, then what happened at that time? What happened, do you know? Suddenly there was a knock at the door. Someone was knocking at the door of the hotel room, the room in which who lived? Ausable lived. Understood? What happened, do you know? Then this man see how clever this spy is, Ausable. Ausable is saying to Max, what will you do now? I have already told police about the importance of the information that is going to come to me. Understood? And as I am being disturbed by people, naturally I have already informed the police about how confidential the information going to come to me. So the police is going to come. Understood? It is for the safety and security or protection of the information. Understood? And my security, my protection as well. Do you get it? This is the reason I have already informed the police, and maybe the police is waiting outside, and police is knocking at the door. So what will you do now? Then Max was nervous. As he was new to the profession, naturally he understood who? Max was feeling nervous, and he was using his presence of mind to deceive whom? Max into believing that there was existence of a balcony. Understood? And then he told him that there was the existence of a balcony, but in reality there was no balcony. It was a window, and if he jumps out of it, he will die. Understood? Then, with the gun in his hand pointing towards them, he started moving towards the window. He went towards the window because everybody loves their life more than anything in the world. So he, with the gun in his hand, he went to the window and jumped out of the window. The moment he jumped out of the window, what happened? He died. There was a scream, loud scream. Then Ausable described to him. Understood? Then it was clear to the Fowler. Understood? Fowler told him what the life of a spy is. A spy is always what? Facing problems, and he has to have presence of mind to get over, the problems that they face every day, and to defeat their enemies. You get it? That is how spy live their life, and it doesn't mean that that spy has to be like James Bond or Filmda described as Satyajit Ray. Do you get it? Maybe the description of it doesn't fit me, but it doesn't mean that he is not a spy. And he has understood, he got to have a clear picture of the events, understood, that happened to the life of a spy. And he has got what? The real life, understood. He experienced the real life problem, the real situation that they get into. This is how the story came to an end. And this is his story. Taught, changed whom? Changed his opinion, ideas about the spies. Whose? Fowler. Understood? Did you understand it in English, or can I tell you in Bengali? Should I tell you the story in Bengali? গল্পটা কিছুই না, ম্যাক্স তার খুব গুরুত্বপূর্ণ একটা তথ্যের দরকার ছিল। এখানে অসেবল বলে যে ক্যারেক্টার, সেটা স্পাই, মোটা সোটা লোক। এ কি করেছে, ফাওলা শুনেছিল ক্যারেক্টার সম্বন্ধে, স্পাইদের লাইফ এমন হয় জেমস বন্ডের মতো, তারা ড্রিঙ্ক করবে, তাদের নেশা মেশানো হবে, ড্রাগস মেশানো থাকবে ড্রিঙ্কসের মধ্যে, তাদেরকে ঘিরে রাখবে সুন্দর সুন্দর মেয়েরা। কিন্তু আদৌ বাস্তবটা আলাদা। ওকে নিয়ে ওর ঘরের রুমে গেছে এবং ফাওলারও বলে দিল এই ধরনের তুমি একটা রোমান্টিক ক্যারেক্টার রাইটার, যেহেতু তুমি এরকম ব্যাপারটা আমাকে দেখতে চেয়েছো, কিন্তু আমাকে এসে দেখলে আমি একটা মোটা সোটা লোক, জার্মান একটু জানি, একটু ফ্রেঞ্চ জানি, এবং আমি তোমার মতো আলাদা সেই ক্যারেক্টার নই যেটা তুমি চাইছি। যাই হোক, ওসব ক্যারেক্টার আমার মধ্যে মিসিং। এবার ফাওলার আর দুজন মিলে ঢুকেছে, দেখলো ম্যাক্স বন্দুক নিয়ে দাঁড়িয়েছে, ম্যাক্সকে ওর সাথে সাথে উপস্থিত বুদ্ধি দিয়ে বোকা বানালো। কতটা উপস্থিত বুদ্ধি বললো কি, আমার পেছনে একটা বেলকনি আছে, আদৌ ওটা জানলা, ওই জানলাটার মধ্যে কিছু নেই, আর ফ্রেঞ্চ জানলাতে কোনো কিছু থাকে না, বেলে নিচ দিয়ে না পড়েই যাবে একদম নিচে। ফ্রেঞ্চ জানলা দিয়ে লাভ দিয়ে দিয়েছে। কখন? যখন বললো, এই অসেবল বলেছে যে ম্যাক্স তুমি আমার রুমে কি করছো, তোমার তো ফ্রান্স এই জার্মানিতে থাকার কথা ছিল, বার্লিনে থাকার, কিন্তু এখানে থাকার কথা ছিল না, তুমি বার্লিনে না থেকে এখানে আমার রুমে কি করছো? বললো যে আমার তথ্যের দরকার, ইম্পর্টেন্ট তথ্য বা ইনফরমেশন যেহেতু তোমার কাছে আসছে। বলে তুমি আমার কাছে তথ্য নিতে এসেছো? জানো আমার ওই জায়গাটা একটা ব্যালকনি আছে, যেটা আর একটা বড় রুমের, এই রুমটাও ওই রুমটার পার্ট ছিল। যাই হোক, এখন এই ব্যালকনি দিয়ে এই রুমটাকে আলাদা করা হয়েছে। আমার ওই ব্যালকনি দিয়ে যেন আগেও একজন ঢুকেছিল। আমি এই ব্যাপারটা হোটেল ম্যানেজমেন্টের সাথে তুলবো। I will take it up with the hotel manager. I haven't mentioned this, though I should have told you. এই জন্য আমার খুব রাগ হচ্ছে। যাই হোক, আবার তুমি ঢুকেছো। তুমি কি করে ঢুকলে আমার রুমে? তুমি মাস্টার কি দিয়ে কি নিয়ে ঢুকেছো? তুমি ওই ব্যালকনি দিয়েই তো ঢুকেছো না? আদৌ ও তখন বললো সত্যি কথাটা, না আমি মাস্টার কি দিয়ে ঢুকেছি। মাস্টার কি হয়েছে, যেটা দিয়ে সব চাবি বলে যায়। যাই হোক, ও বিশ্বাস করলো না, তখন ওর মাথায় ঢুকিয়ে দিল যে ওইখানে ব্যালকনি, আদৌ ওটা উইন্ডো, এরকম বলে দিল। এবার হঠাৎ দরজার উপরে আঘাত পড়ছে, বললো এটা পুলিশ অপেক্ষা করছে। পুলিশকে বলে রেখেছি, এটা ইনফরমেশনটা খুব গুরুত্বপূর্ণ, এটা সেফটি সিকিউরিটির জন্য আমাকে পুলিশকে খবর দিতেই হবে। পুলিশ এসে আমার ধাক্কা মারছে। এখন তুমি কী করবে ম্যাক্স তখন কী করলো, নিজের জীবন বাঁচাবার জন্য ওদের দিকে গানটা ধরে ও কী করলো, দিল লাভ। ভাবলো যে ও পাশে বালকনি আছে, বেঁচে যাবে, কিন্তু ও বললো 6 তলার উপর থেকে নিচে গিয়ে মারা গেল। আর তখন এর বুঝে নিতে হলো না যে স্পাই মানে একটা জেমস বন্ডই হতে হবে এমন। স্পাইয়ের সব থেকে বড় গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে ওদের উপস্থিত বুদ্ধি থাকার খুব প্রয়োজনীয়তা আছে। ওকে, ইফ ইউ হ্যাভ লাইক মাই ক্লাস, you please share it with those who you love, and those who you love may or may not like my video. If they do not or did not or may not like my video, they may feel free to dislike it. Thank you. That's all today.